Okay, now I remember where I left off. Techtonica. We have a little bit of iron and copper. Top this off. I'm not going to go straight into building, but we I'll explain. First off, let's deal with our little exclamation point. But I do hope you're having a nice day. When we left off the first episode, we just came over here to Sector Victor. And all the magic that is it. So, let us inspect. Which that, growing bed, and some sticks, which will come from the thresher.
This terminal is trying to reach out to 100 facilities that might not exist anymore. If we can repair it, we might be able to decipher where those facilities are located.
And
our people are out there, just like we were. I wouldn't ask you to rebuild this sector for the expedition, but I will ask you to do it for them. Check the chests around here for some power floors and calcite platforms, and scan the machine fragments in front of the terminal if you haven't already. The chests should also have some emergency research cores in them if you need help unlocking all this new tech. After that, you should be able to lay down a surface, run some electricity through it with crank generators, and get your first thresher up and running. That'll get us started on Kindlevine stems for the PT upgrade, as well as another radio signal. And where those signals will take us, I have no idea.
Time for a test. No longer track automatically. Awesome. Let's get the generator. And then we have the thresher here. Go. And I gotta scan through planters. Jump down the thresher line at least. Terraforming. Nothing yet to unlock. Just that left. Filter inserter, which we have to scan. Hover pack. Generators. Nice. Just a couple things left in the list.
Task inbound. Thresher. Supply with resources to produce a variety of organic goods. Electrical power required. Task inbound. Crank generator. Activate with manual or automated rotation to produce electricity.
Okay. What I'm going to do now is, well, I've done some exploring. And let me rephrase that. I've done a lot of exploring. I've already done most of the base game, and actually, okay. Let me re-explain that. I've done a lot of exploring. I found pretty much all the location stuff. I've played a lot of this game already. Just recording it for the fact that I find it fun. So what I'm going to do is we're going to explore and scan some stuff and get some bits and pieces and bobs that we need. Well, over there we get our copper and iron smelt design, and then we'll come back here and start setting up the base. Main reason why is just I kind of want a nice little want to set this up for base power so far. We're going to have a lot of fuel efficiency and stuff to do. We're going to be terraforming a lot throughout this playthrough. I've dealt with this area 4 or 5 times so far, and the last time I did, which I had a lot of fun doing, is I took our handy dandy mole here, and I literally dug out this entire iron vein and that entire copper vein. And there's some sandstone there, which might tap into. There's some other areas I want to do. And my main idea for this playthrough recording is to go big. A little mathematical on it, because, you know, that's definitely part of it with the game. But going big and just having fun. Just seeing if there's anything else here. Scan, I believe so. And one thing I will say is, again, just in case you didn't get into the first episode, one of the things I want to do to kind of control, but get myself a little impediment, if you will, stop me, is giant, beautiful land features like these big blue tree-looking things that make this area unique. Um, the vast majority of them we're going to keep. I'm thinking if I do get rid of them, it might be like these little guys here. But as we build, we're going to respect the land and topography and all that stuff around here to a degree. Um, and just make this an area that's pretty and functional. So for now, I'm thinking over here, this area is going to be our main building area. We're going to have collection, smelting, and then we're going to start at least going for it, getting the parts being built. Maybe get threshers and all that stuff involved here, and just have it coordinated and make it pretty. Build up a nice actual environment. And for that, kind of neat stuff to build with. That is where we are going to go, which the first thing is actually my favorite thing. Don't know if it has a name, but I kind of nicknamed it the battery. Because essentially that is what it is. Go.
Hey, a battery pack. Sorry, an accumulator substation. I'll try to go easier on the recon slang. It might help you guess at what those signal names are short codes for. Accumulators won't matter for a while, but get in the habit of scanning anything and everything you find in places like these. It can only help.
Accumulators come in pretty handy. They've saved my butts a couple times because at the beginning I didn't really understand power, and I've kind of done some stupid stuff. My last playthrough, which maybe one of these episodes I'll pull it up. I rely a lot on power. My grid is just terrifying and hilarious because I'm at the point where a lot of stuff is backlogged from me thinking things through while the game's running. So everything will turn on for 5 seconds. Drills will run. The drills that only use electricity will run, and then it all turns off really quick. Okay. And the one thing I like about this area is since, can't really do much here, it's already all built up. And even if I wanted to, it's a protected area. I just kind of turn this back into an accumulator battery area. Got some flooring in here, nothing behind here. Here, scan that light bulb.
If anyone else is still around, they wouldn't be here. These places were pretty much built and left alone.
For now, I'm going to ignore building pieces. Actually, I'll grab it. And I'll figure that out later. Scan this. Scan you guys. Scan the computer you give
This
me.
sector was a dream come true for hydroelectric power. It isn't surprising that we took accumulator construction seriously down here. I faintly remember power sources in other sectors that were even stronger, but they also tended to do things like explode, set things on fire, create giant clouds of poison. You get the drift.
Yeah, bad stuff happened with that. Good to ignore.
You can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned river.
Accumulator substation. All scans complete. Task inbound. Hover pack. Increases standard altitude for enhanced planning and exploration. Hover pack equipped. Jump twice in rapid succession to initiate liftoff.
I'm happy to have the hover pack. And 2 exclamation points I didn't realize popped up. Why did you pop up? One of you is probably telling me to go to Sector Victor. The other one's probably telling me stuff's in a ping. Oh no, the chest. Which actually is a good idea, because I can shove these handy dandy little building materials I picked up, except the stairs and that. And I'm just going to interact with you guys really quick to hopefully make the game happy. And nope, you're going to be on there. Not if I cheat. No, that's not going to get rid of it. Huh, you're not actually connected to a mission. Oh, well, that's going to be on screen for a bit. Hopefully it'll disappear when we get further away. We're going to just ignore that. And walk. Come on, you lead somewhere. There we go. One thing I will say, I had one game where I forgot to scan. It's not going to magically appear in front of my face now. Where's it hiding? I know you were here because I was an idiot and missed it the first time. This, that, scan that. I forgot to do that once because it's hidden. It's in a weird spot. I really didn't think of it. And that's how you get the Mark II version of these wires, which really, really sets me back. One thing I did like is just the attention to detail in this game, because the wire went through the wall, you can tell that, and we're kind of still following the wire. Actually, first time I played that little landmass here made me jump through my skin because it looked like a person in the distance. But, you know, the wire just kind of leads you. He did. Nope. And if you pull up the mini map, it kind of just lines you up with another building, which I thought was just kind of neat. It's a small little, you don't really think it, but it's a little bit like storytelling without words. Follow the natural path of that wire. Boom. Sorry, Spark, I was not going to use you as a pickaxe.
These crank generators are toast. Try scanning both fragments, then rebuilding and activating one of them on this power floor. That door should pop right up.
But first, let's scan this. And why build when I already have a crank generator and I can activate it?
Power restored.
There we go. System online, and you can just immediately delete this, and we get
Jackpot.
gubbins.
A warehouse. I knew that gigantic door was a good sign. Scan this place for some basic electrical machines, especially those planters and threshers on the racks, and pick up anything else you can find.
Oh, we get plenty of things. We got planters, we got threshers, we got more planters. One of my favorite things to watch is the monorail system, this little bad boy here. And the smart grabber, which actually does get me on to one of the things I have yet to mention. I did do some changes to the game. One, cores are just broken. That's just so I can actually just build stuff faster, and I don't really have to worry about grinding out a lot of stuff off camera. Because some things I might do off camera. Dismantle that. Go this way. Okay. Here. Fortunately, those grabbers don't want to do. Well, fortunately, those grabbers won't um, dismantle as much as I wish they would, because I love the grabbers. But these little purple guys, I did up them, so I had to change the smart grabbers. Plus some contents. So these smart grabbers have been changed to be on par with the red dudes, just for automating to make it a little easier on myself. That's the second change I've done. The third change is where's it hiding? Actually, I can just pull it up. The base building materials here, those cost me nothing. Let's build that to make you happy. And that's just to go in with me making a pretty base. I don't have to worry about building it because a lot of it, the materials are relatively cheap. And I do want to have something nice and have some fun with the building and customization aspect that this game does employ. Yep, smart grabbers, a couple good things. Let's bring this down. I still
Lots of good tech fragments here, but I doubt we'll find anyone to rescue.
I don't get why these
People would take
are
what they
on here.
needed
It's a cement
and
floor,
get back
can't
out
give me
there.
a flower. And just double checking. I will take that. A lot of this is just base building stuff, which I'm definitely going to come back for. We're going to play around and make a pretty happy little industrial area, but for now, I don't want to crowd up my inventory. But I will take this because you give me parts, mainly in this point, the yellow inserters. Which I'm hoping, once I lay out the little blueprint, I'll not have to worry about. Actually, just empty that chest because I want to forget about it. Come down and grab these guys. Get all this stuff scanned. Pardon the interruption. And one thing I will say, even if you don't have to scan this stuff for filling out your tech tree anymore, scan it anyways. Come on, get close. You get stuff like I'm getting dirt, electrical components, and iron components just from scanning these growing beds. Which, in the long run, will help you out. Come on, game. Get in here. Fine, I'll go around this hallway. Nope. And I know there's a couple more chests heading around here. There's one of them. I forgot I can't walk through that one. Got here. Some more ingots and some stuff. I'm not checking my corners. I'm doing a very bad job at this. And we'll sneak me back out. So let's backtrack. Here we are. And base building stuff, just because I don't feel like going to this chest again. There is a secret little floor here that will drop down eventually, and that takes us.
Mold temperature calibrated. Auto injection of coolant standing by.
Thank you, game. That'll take us down low to like a multiplayer area. They kind of have some PvP and fun little goofing around things. Fun for the whole crew. And yeah, I lack the processor units.
Task inbound. Supply
Which I need
facility
that.
access
I
door
want to
with
scan that.
self-repair materials.
Look through the window, Breaker. I can literally see the mining charge tech fragment on that table. What kind of miserable bureaucrat puts high explosives behind a securely locked door? You think we would be here if we didn't know what we were doing? I want you to fix that door as soon as possible. I want you to blow things up.
Yes, ma'am. Scan this.
If everything else is right where we left it, my camp might as well be too. If you were part of my crew, you'd probably recognize this place. Procedure was to take a portable habitat module into the field. That wasn't for us, so we rigged an assembler to make all this instead. We did everything our own way, but whatever they needed for the expedition, we found. People leave you alone when you get results. Those were good times.
I'm sure they were.
At some point, something else started to matter. That part is all a blur. I know we were supposed to go home.
Was it a one-way mission? Heard. Okay. Well, I know which way home is. Okay. Now just head up the river.
You can head up that way to explore if you want, Breaker, but you definitely have everything you need for now.
No, I don't. I do not have everything I personally need. I want to scan a couple more things, and then I will talk about the game plan. One of the nice things about this game is waterways pretty much kind of tell you where stuff is. Things open up, beautiful. And we will come through and make all this pretty and more nice. I just literally want to get some of the basic stuff so we can start building our factory. Which, little processors here. Not processors, auto assemblers. That's the word.
Task inbound. Assembler. Power with electricity to produce items in multiplied quantities.
In other words, even though you can handcraft anything, assemblers will make 2 of them in the same time it takes your portable tool to make 1. And we can build 1,000 assemblers, but nobody could ever build another you. Fun fact, Breaker. Before they adjusted our suits for them, those creeper plants used to reach out and try to grab anybody who walked by. Got so common that it became a rite of passage for people who joined Deep Recon. Spaghetti got her call sign off of it.
I hope someday to meet Spaghetti, because that sounds like a fun character. And this is definitely one of my favorite areas. This is kind of like in my last playthrough, area number 2. It's where I came up with the original idea to go around these plants. So we're gonna have a little rectangle here. I'm probably gonna ditch this guy. But this is gonna be a focal point. Right there is gonna be another one. I'm not sure if I'll keep that one around the water, the giant waterfall here. Giant rocks went bye-bye. This entire thing got turned into power production. I went over the top. Then I'm going over the top now. I'm going to have fun with that. Power will not. I do not want it to be a problem for me.
Scanning that core composer fragment seems to have given you a free one in your inventory. Drop it down whenever you get the space and power to make it work.
Yeah, I will. I do not have
After
the
that,
power.
you'll be able to dump cores into it and never worry about placing them one at a time again. The sooner you scan these water wheels, the closer you'll be to never having to turn a crank generator again.
That's why I'm
we
going
should check
around.
out that office, too.
And the one thing I do like is some of this pre-existing infrastructure we can reuse. Like, we're definitely going to come back here in this platform and just walk across. We're going to build into that. And the entire area is going to be nice and pretty. I will be over there in a second. This is one of my favorite buildings to break into because it's already
I
open.
like the way you think, Breaker. Why fix a door when the ceiling is wide open?
The ceiling is free. So lore and stuff. Cooling unlocked. Power stuff unlocked. And a lot of this is going to be available down the tech tree more. Not really of use to me now, but saving me the trouble of finding it later. Vertical Mark 1 belts are very, very, very nice. I'm not going to be able to sneak out that way. I was hoping I would just walk out the door. Let's double check that. Ooh, there is something out here. What do we got? Voltage auto step now available on the tech tree. I don't think I can actually research it now. I can research if I can get the cursor over there. There we go. Sometimes the tech tree just locks up for me. It's really weird. Unlock that. And that. If I'm thinking correctly, which sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Lima is all research.
Task inbound. Filter inserters. Must be configured to transfer materials and products of a selected type. Electrical power required.
Filter inserters are especially critical for machines like threshers that produce both seeds and plant matter. You might not want to have different things spitting out to the same line or getting pulled into the same machine. And the filter inserter is going to help you with that.
Task inbound. Planter. Supply with seeds to rapidly reproduce fully grown flora. Electrical power required.
The one thing I understand, I also hate, I'm sad with it, is the planters, you do not get a bonus seed. One seed will always yield one plant, and you only get one seed back from the plant. So it's a vicious cycle of back and forth. I was kind of hoping I could make more just to rapidly expand. But unfortunately, they're limited. And something to scan and parts. Really down here. We kind of branch off and there's nothing. Okay. And the one nice thing is we have made a full circle. Hello, this is editing me, so unfortunately I had a little phone call at the end of the video here, so I kind of just cut my voiceover out, and gonna wrap it up here. So hit the like button, comment if you would want to comment anything. Always like reading that stuff. Anything else if you have anything else. Other than that, I do hope you have a nice day, and I hope you join me for the next episode, where we're going to be doing a little bit more building. Hang on, the game is about to pop up with the audio right now.
You can use those planters to generate more Kindlevine for your threshers by planting Kindlevine seeds in them. And the filter inserters will help you get new seeds out of the threshers for looping back into your planters.
Yeah, so next episode we're going to start building in this area and setting up the power grid and a couple other things. I have big fun plans, so bye-bye.